Doris, you've been so quiet all through dinner. Is something wrong?
Oh, no.
Well, don't you like it here?
Oh, yes. I love it here.
But you haven't finished your milk, dear.
I will in a minute. Both of you are very nice people.
What's the matter with that kid?
I don't know.
Well, we're supposed to be parents for a couple of days. Let's act like it. What do we do? I think she looks feverish. Maybe we better call a doctor.
Oh, Steve, I don't think so.
But she may be sick. She may even... What if something happened to her? I'd never forgive myself just because you don't want to call a doctor. You're an unnatural mother.
Don't you think it's a coincidence that this house was built right beside the one next door?
You mean this house and that house?
Uh-huh.
I'm sure they were just made for each other.
That's just what I thought. It's destiny.
Could be, but I think the real estate company probably had something to do with it. I think that kid ate a bad lamb chop. I think it's ptomaine. I look like that when I have a stomachache.
You don't look that good when you're feeling fine.
How can I get to be a bundle bunny?
What's a bundle bunny?
I don't know, but I've got to be one.
Why, dear?
Well, it's a matter of life or death, practically.
Doris, who drove you back from the store?
Oh, just someone I helped out. He had a problem.
What kind of a problem?
He's in love with the wrong kind of girl.
Did you give him some good advice?
Oh, yes. I told him to get another girl.
It's easier said than done, isn't it?
Oh, no. I know another girl he can get if he wants her. Oh, I forgot my milk.
Who is the other girl?
Me.
Do you suppose we've got whippersnapper trouble already?
I think we have, Pops.
What do we do about him? Spank her?
Don't be absurd.
Well, after all, she's the only child we've got. Well, I mean, why does this have to happen to me? Do I have to suffer like this to be a father? Doris, who is this boy?
His name is Jimmy Arnold. He lives next door.
Is he the one who likes bundle bunnies?
Mm-hmm. Could I go to high school and be a junior?
This Jimmy Arnold, he wouldn't be a junior, would he?
Mm-hmm.
Sure works fast.
Could I, please?
Well, hadn't we better just wait a week until we're more settled?
Oh, but that whole day's practically a lifetime.
Well, a crowded lifetime. Anyway, it's tough to be a junior in high school. Have you got the credits?
Oh, no, I had tutors.
At the orphanage?
Oh, I mean, the teachers. We had no regular classes. But I know all the things you have to know. Couldn't you do something about it? After all, if you're my father and you talk to them, they have to do it.
Well, I could.
Oh, I knew you could, and I knew you would.
Doris, don't you think you'd better go upstairs and unpack your things?
Oh, yes. Jimmy isn't the only one who can make my heart act like a yo-yo.
Now look what you've done.
I couldn't help it. I didn't exactly mean what she thought I meant, but...
Well, you can't back out now. You promised.
I'm not going to. The kid's got to have some fun out of life anyway.
You know, this is going to be a great problem if we keep her.
Are we going to?
Well, I meant if we did. Of course, if we don't...
But if we do, then you'll have to stay.
Well, I'll stay for her sake until she goes back or something. It'll be a great expense. Of course, a man who has a job with some future to it doesn't have to worry.
Never mind about that. I'll worry about the expense. How much can she eat?
Well, it isn't only the food. She can't run around on those childish things. I've got to buy her some clothes.
Oh, she doesn't need any clothes. She's just a kid.
Well, she's not a papoose, and we can't carry her around in an old golf bag.
You wait here, honey, and keep your fingers crossed. Come in.
Hi, you and Euphrosh? Junior, I hope.
Me too. You wait for old Puzzle Face?
Uh-huh.
Me too.
What for?
Oh, on account of my ruler.
What happened to her?
It made a loud noise when I hit Elaine Sterling.
She probably deserved it.
She's a germ. Hey, don't you like her either?
I don't know her, but my intuition...
You're right. When you know her, you'll loathe her.
Very well, sir. I shall give her an examination myself.
Thank you.
Elizabeth Blake, are you here again?
Why, I didn't do anything. It was...
Never mind, Miss Blake. I'll reject your excuses later, if I may. And please stop picketing my office.
Yes, Mr. Hardwick.
Come with me, Miss Winters, and we'll flunk you as painlessly as possible. Will you sit down, please, Miss Winters? I trust you'll maintain a strict neutrality in this examination, Mr. Winters?
Well, if I ever knew the answers, I've probably forgotten them.
No doubt, no doubt. Miss Winters, I presume you're familiar with the field of literature. Then will you kindly tell me who wrote Pippa Passes?
Robert Browning. His wife was Elizabeth Barrett Browning, and she wrote Sonnets from the Portuguese. Before they were married, they,
Please, Miss Winters, let us have no idle gossip. On l'histoire qui mal y pense. Of course, I'm sure you've had enough French to know what that means.
Oh, yes. That means evil to him who evil thinks.
If you so desire, Mr. Winters, we could assemble our cheering section for you. I'm sorry. I presume you know algebra, too.
Yes, sir. Where are we going?
Well, Mr. Hardwick said you follow my schedule. My last class is music appreciation. You know, we listen to symphonies and stuff.
Oh,
What's the matter? Don't you like music?
no.
You don't know what you're missing. Music appreciation is wonderful. One beep out of Beethoven and I sleep the whole period. Uh-oh. There she is. The only girl in school with a dishpan face.
She doesn't look so bad.
She's two-faced. That's her good one.
Oh, there's Jimmy Arnold. Hello, Jimmy. I just started school today.
Oh, hello, Doris. Elaine, this is Doris Winters.
Hello.
She just moved into town.
You're a freshman, of course. Oh, no. I'm a junior. We're letting them in much younger now, I see.
Smarter, too.
Hi, Elaine.
Oh, Ronald.
Coming my way?
Yes, thanks for rescuing me. Excuse me, Jimmy.
Yeah, but...
But I must go now.
I was brought up to be a lady. Why do I want to spit in her eye?
I hope I didn't spoil anything, Jimmy. Are you angry?
I think that cat got his tongue. Okay, okay. I'll meet you down the hall.
I'm sorry, Jimmy.
I practically had her dated up for a soda after school. And I could have asked her about the junior prom. Now she'd probably go with Ronald after school.
Do you still want the benefit of my intuition?
I guess so.
Well, then you ought to take me for a soda, not even notice Elaine. Then she'd show much more interest in you. Haven't you ever heard of the law of supply and demand? If she thinks I'm demanding you, then she'll want the supply.
Well, I gotta go now, but maybe it's worth trying. I'll see you after school, if I can't get Elaine.
Come on, we'll be late. Hey, you can't carry a torch like that in here. It's against the fire law.
Now, this selection brings us to the discussion of the cadenza. Yes?
Mr. Hardwick would like to see you in his office, Miss Roberts.
Thank you. I'll be right there. Elaine, will you please take charge of the class?
Yes, Miss Roberts.
I'll only be a moment.
I noticed our new girl wasn't paying much attention to Miss Roberts. She was too busy staring out of the window. Perhaps she can tell us what a cadenza is. What? What is a cadenza? A cadenza is an embellishment or flourish prepared or improvised for a solo voice or an instrument before the close of a movement. Just as I thought. That's incorrect. It is not. Are you contradicting me? I said that's wrong. It is not. Are you trying to tell me something about music? I happen to have won the singing contest 2 years in a row at this school. I'm going to win it this year. And get a scholarship to the State Conservatory of Music. I don't care if you whistle like a calliope. I know what a cadenza is. Don't you dare speak to me that way. How would you like to get your face slapped?
Girl, I'll give you the back of my hand. Now, why should I give her anything?
Here. Elaine, who was the cause of this disturbance?
Doris Winters.
Come on, let's get out of here.
Just a moment. I'd like to see you a few minutes after school, Miss Winters.
Oh, but I'll wait for you outside.
Doris, I suppose you have an explanation.
Yes, ma'am. Elaine asked me what a cadenza was, and I told her. She said I was wrong and I was right.
And what is a cadenza?
A cadenza is an embellishment or flourish prepared or improvised for a solo voice or an instrument before the close of a movement.
Oh, then you've had some musical training.
Well, I've heard some music and I sing a little.
Would you mind singing for me?
Now? Oh, but I think I'm getting a cold. Maybe whooping cough.
Try this, dear. I don't believe there's a hoop in it. You know, we're having our annual music competition soon, with a scholarship as a prize.
This is for a baritone.
Try the sheet on the desk, dear.
You see, I have got a cold. I've probably got a fever, too.
Oh, very well, dear. We'll wait until you're feeling better.
Thank you, Miss Roberts.
You do look rather pale. In fact, you look white as chalk.